Hi Taurus, here is a general look at your solar chart for February 2016. There's some nice energies around for you at the moment. Until the 19th, the sun is at the top of your chart, meaning that you will be more aware of the image and making the right impression perhaps in certain quarters, and just projecting more about, how you're coming across to others could be a theme there. Also, traditions and social conventions may have more of your attention. People in authority could have more of your attention, or you as the person in authority as well could be more a theme. You is the one that can make a decision which will affect others. Now, Mercury and Venus are in actually a really expansive sort of area where you can entertain possibilities outside of the box. It's very supportive. It makes you feel more enthusiastic. You're thinking bigger about things. It's connected to people from faraway places. Maybe some of you will travel. Maybe some of you could be forming a plan or an enterprise and beating the drum on something, putting the word out on the wider stage. Also, Venus there is always helping and oiling the wheels, so partnering up, sharing with someone, maybe traveling with a partner. Or maybe in this part of your journey, you have a feeling of sharing with someone. Someone who's got, maybe it's not like that, maybe it's somebody who's got a knowledge or an expertise, who's a specialist in something, and helps give you the pieces of the puzzle that are missing. But again, because it's Venus, you could feel a rapport, or at least you find this person tolerable. Whatever it is, it's like, okay, I don't have an issue with him or her, that kind of thing. Publications or educational establishments could be highlighted as well. Again, this feeling of relating with someone, so you and somebody else could be on quite a learning curve there. But finding out about where others are coming from, what their take is on things, that could be very much going on here with Mercury and Venus in that position. And then they both move. Mercury moves on the 14th into the next sector. Venus moves on the 17th. So not much between the two of them. And that next sector is where the sun was, which is to do with people in authority, officials, and thinking about the image, thinking about the impression one is making. The sun doesn't stay there long after they've moved in with him, because he then, if I can give him a gender, moves out into the next sector, which is very progressive. It has a feeling of really the ball is rolling forwards now, and some things that you've been waiting to do for ages, you're finding that you are now able to do those things. That longer awaited opportunity has arrived, So it can feel like that. It has a technological slant to it. It has an experimental slant to it as well. You could become more involved in things that are unusual for you, or meeting unusual people for you as well. Yeah. So then we have Saturn. Now Saturn is for the next couple of years, just under the next couple of years, in your 8th house, and this is you maybe clearing the decks. First of all, accepting that certain things need to change, and you're making space for new life. And this may involve jointly held interests with another. That can be jointly held possessions, property, monies, but also ideas. And you'll become more aware over this time frame of what you value the most and why. There could be a question of ethics coming up sometimes. And you could have to just let go of a previous perspective, or modify a certain arrangement that you have with someone, or an agreement or a partnership or whatever it is. Also, another way it can work, it's quite sneaky the way Saturn gets us to learn about ourselves, is that there might be a lack of somebody to share with. There might be that lack of that feeling of somebody pulling together with you, and because of that you then mobilize your strength and you reach out for that better situation. Look back 7 years, look back 14 years, and there may have been 7, 8 years, 14, 15 years, there may have been a situation that you can trace back to then. You Taurians born the 3rd to the 7th of May, or with 13 to 17 degrees rising, are going to feel this energy the most. And there is a lovely aspect going on at the moment between Saturn and Uranus, which can be helpful. It means that you maybe have to do something, normal things that you're used to and routines, in very different kinds of ways. It might be like that. It might also mean that you're making new friends and new associations, and feeling as though you are singing from the same page with certain people, and have certain things in common. It could be like that. Whatever it is, it's the time to keep persevering at some kind of new dynamic in your life, something which is an aspiration or a project, or a cherished dream. Just keep on plugging away at it. You Taurians, I've said that, so you don't need that one again. And Jupiter, the planet of potential abundance and expansion, will very positively influence your sun sign. This is a great position for Jupiter to be in for you Taurians, and that's there until September. So this is a time when you begin to feel more appreciated, quite randomly, by others. There could be admiring glances coming your way. It's the house of fun. It can be that you get more access to playful situations, lighter situations, and enjoying leisure activities more. Feeling empowered because you're just shining your light, and somebody, or maybe more than one person, sees that. This is also the house of children, so not only can your inner child come out to play, but this is also shining an expansive light upon children, and animals as well, actually, pets, and leisure or entertainment activities, anything like that was going to be emphasized. Anything artistic as well, anything creative, anything which allows you to use your creative self-expression, just things which are fun, which you value, which you get a lot out of, are more likely to be coming your way with Jupiter in this position here. And you Taurians born from the 8th to the 13th of May, or with 18 to 23 degrees rising, are going to feel that energy the most. And then we have, just a mention of Mercury and Venus going over Pluto at the beginning of the month. That might mean that you're putting your cards on the table, or there's a sort of, you get deeper insight into something which you're keeping quiet about, or somebody's getting deeper insight into you, or it could be that you are researching, you're sussing something out, you're figuring something out, you're reading between the lines. It's very intuitive. Just as I say, it's not a major one, but I think it's something worth a mention. And that's it for February. If you know your rising sign or your moon sign, listen to those. And also you can find this material on DianaGarland.com. And I put out a couple of videos. One's called the Astrological Overview of 2016. The other one's called the Overview of 2016. And that one's got more input from the guides, so some of you might be interested in that. And I'll see you the next time.